Written and narrated by Ashok Thomas. A single desk lamp glows in an otherwise sterile house. Arthur Vane sits alone, glasses perched on the edge of his nose, reviewing old case files he no longer needs but refuses to throw away. The silence feels rehearsed. Every object in his home stands exactly where he last placed it, like witnesses afraid to move. The phone rings. Arthur freezes, breath tightening. He hasn't received a call past sunset in years. He answers slowly. "Dad, it's me." His daughter's voice trembles, Maya, grown but still fragile at the edges. "Arrested me. They say I killed him." Arthur rises from his chair. The room tilts slightly. Marcus Thorne, the boss Maya feared. The man Arthur hated from afar for years. What happened? Breath shudders between words. "They said there's video. A weapon. My bracelet is missing. They think I stabbed him with it." Arthur closes his eyes. He sees not Maya, but the world he once shaped. Timelines rewritten, data erased, careers destroyed with surgical precision. He knows Maya is impulsive, but she is not a murderer. Someone wants the case closed quickly, neatly, just like the crooked investigations Arthur once manipulated. Whispers into the phone. "Listen to me. I will fix this." The call ends. Arthur stands in the middle of his pristine living room, pulse steadying. He knows exactly what to do. He'll build an alibi so flawless, so mathematically undeniable, the state will doubt its own clocks. Not to find the truth, but to rewrite it. Outside, the streetlights flicker, small signal disruptions he notes without thinking. Old habits resurfacing like ghosts. Arthur steps into his bunker-like office. Monitors illuminate the room in cold bluish light. Lines of encrypted code scroll across the screens as old systems come to life again. He mutters to himself. "No loose ends, Arthur. No mistakes." A digital clock on his wall ticks relentlessly. He already knows the key. Time of death, 9:17 p.m., Tuesday. Maya must be 500 miles away. And so the alibi begins. The quiet hum of machines forming the soundtrack of his return to the underworld of data manipulation. His fingers glide over the keyboard. Encrypted network access, legacy VPN tunnels, old proxy servers he built decades prior, ghost systems no one ever shut down because no one ever found them. He starts small, always small. A single email from Maya's account, time-stamped in a distant city. A $2 purchase at a remote gas station, charged to her credit card. A geotagged photo posted from a crowded event that never existed. An algorithm-generated image of fireworks, motion blur hiding any flaws. Little crumbs. Individually meaningless. Collectively undeniable. Arthur leans back. These are not lies. These are possibilities. And possibilities are poison in the hands of the law. A police scanner on his desk crackles. He tunes in, listening for updates. Detective Inspector Priya Sharma has been assigned the case. Arthur exhales, recognizing the name instantly. The one officer who ever caused him to sweat? Sharp, suspicious, and worst of all, patient. He knows she will come for him, but not yet. He prepares Phase 2, an untraceable time distortion. A place where digital clocks drift like broken stars. He grabs an old phone from a drawer, Maya's forgotten secondary device. He pockets it and heads out into the night. The plan is now in motion. It stretches endlessly beneath a fading orange sky. Arthur drives toward a decommissioned military relay station, a forgotten cluster of towers and half-buried cables. He parks, stepping into the dry wind. This place is a digital anomaly. Clock drift. Signal lag. Packets arriving seconds or minutes off sync. A goldmine for someone who understands time better than truth. Arthur powers on Maya's old phone. He waits for the weak, flickering signal to catch a tower. The device hesitates, confused by outdated firmware and mismatched time cycles. Perfect. He performs a transaction. Tiny. Unimportant. A small donation to a charity Maya once supported. The phone logs it at 9:16 p.m. But Arthur knows the real-world time is 11:16 p.m. The result: a timestamp that claims Maya's phone was alive, online, and active 1 minute before the murder, at a tower hundreds of miles away. This single anomaly will infect every investigation. Pockets the phone and walks back to the car, boots crunching on the dead earth. In the distance, city lights shimmer faintly. He says quietly to himself, "One needle in the wrong haystack ruins the whole farm." He drives away. Behind him, the desert swallows the evidence. Detective Sharma sits opposite Arthur in his living room. She studies him the way a surgeon studies a tumor, careful, clinical, poised to dissect. Arthur offers tea. She declines. He appears calm, almost detached. "I told Maya years ago to replace that old phone," he says casually. "It always showed the wrong time, caused billing errors, strange credit card issues." He trails off as if remembering something unimportant. But he knows exactly what he's doing. Seeds of doubt must be planted early. Sharma makes a note. Her expression doesn't reveal whether the seed sprouted. She asks about Maya's routines, her boss, her emotional state. Arthur answers with rehearsed neutrality. Sharma's eyes drift across the meticulously arranged home. Everything too clean, too perfect. She stands to leave. On her way out, she pauses. If Maya is innocent, someone went through a lot of trouble to make her look guilty. Arthur offers a small, polite smile. Or to make the investigation look easy. She leaves without replying. Door clicks shut. Arthur waits until her car disappears. Then he returns to his office. Time to build the financial fortress. Types rapidly, entering the world of digital finance with the comfort of a surgeon handling familiar instruments. He opens Maya's brokerage account, an old one she forgot existed. tiny automated trades begin firing, each requiring her biometrics to authenticate according to the system logs, each originating from 5 states away. Then he routes a fake toll charge through a distant automated freeway system. The machine produces an invoice, a timestamp, a vehicle ID, a geotag, a physical photograph blurred enough to be her car. Arthur prints the invoice and places it gently on his desk. He whispers, "All evidence must agree with itself, even if it lies." Detective Sharma stares at a set of reports glowing on her monitor. Credit card charges from 2 cities at the same time. A toll invoice from another state. Stop trades requiring Maya's fingerprints even though she was in custody. Then, the impossible phone timestamp from the desert. A cold shiver runs through her. This is no random collection of anomalies. This is design. She mutters under her breath. "You're doing it again, Arthur." She pulls up Arthur's movements for the past week. Traffic cameras, neighbor cameras, store entrances. He's always home. Always predictable. Too predictable. It's a routine choreographed to appear mundane. She stands. She needs to confront him again. Before he finishes whatever this is, Arthur strolls into a dusty, cluttered bookstore 200 miles from home. A place where the past piles itself onto every shelf. He slips a rare signed first edition onto the returns cart. The staff is too distracted to notice. He steps outside, pulls out a burner phone, and dials an anonymous tip. "There's a rare book on the returns cart at Henderson's Books. Thought you'd want to know." He hangs up. Minutes later, an antique dealer enters the store. A friend of Maya's from years ago. He finds the rare book. He remembers Maya once hunting for that exact edition. He remembers a woman with similar hair leaving the store earlier. Memory is a fragile accomplice. Arthur walks away, satisfied. The witness is in place. Sharma confronts Arthur in his kitchen at dusk. She spreads files across the counter. Mismatched timestamps, ghost transactions, impossible travel, phantom tolls. Her voice tightens. "You didn't build an alibi. You built chaos." Arthur touches the edge of his glasses. "Everything you just said is in your own system," he replies calmly. "Simply trusted the data." She steps closer. "Where was Maya that night?" Arthur gives a gentle smile that doesn't reach his eyes. "She was exactly where the data said she was." Sharma stares at him, fury simmering behind restraint. "You can blind a jury, Arthur, but you can't blind me." He watches her leave through the window as night settles over the city. He whispers, "That's exactly what I'm counting on." The courtroom is tense, suffocating with doubt. The prosecutor struggles to reconcile the evidence. Stamps contradict each other. Alibis multiply like bacteria. A witness claims to have seen Maya far from the crime scene. The jury debates for hours. Finally, we find the defendant not guilty. Maya collapses into Arthur's arms outside the courthouse. Tears streaming. Relief overwhelming. She whispers, "Thank you, Dad, for everything." Arthur nods, though something inside him tightens. They walk to the car together. The truth. Highway stretches in dark silence as they drive away from the city lights. Maya finally speaks. "You told me to stay in that cabin all night. I never left. I followed everything you said." Arthur's hands tighten on the steering wheel. Pulls over on the empty road. Turns to her. "What did you just say?" "I stayed at the cabin, just like you told me. I never left." Arthur stares at her, blood draining from his face. Slowly, he opens the glove compartment. He removes Maya's old secondary phone, the one he used in the desert. He speaks barely above a whisper. "That phone, I used it at the crime scene." Maya's eyes widen. Arthur continues, voice cracking. "I went to Marcus Thorne's house. I used your broken bracelet. I was going to frame him for hurting you, for everything." Silence devours the car. Arthur whispers the truth he never meant to speak. "I didn't build your alibi. I built mine, and I accidentally perfected it for you." Maya stares at him in horror. Arthur realizes the nightmare. He created a flawless alibi for the wrong person, for a crime she never committed, for a murder he now cannot escape. The police have no timeline left, no suspect, no crime scene that makes sense. Except him. He has trapped himself in his own beautiful, monstrous architecture. His breath shakes. The road lies empty ahead. The screen of his mind collapses into black. Fade out.